Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Wake your ass up, fool. John Jay and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog. Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom. What you gonna do? John Jay and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John Jay and Rich. Wake your ass up.
Wednesday, December 11th. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can call us anytime. You can also text us. Text JJR and whatever's on your mind to 96893. Listen to this. I have 3 boys. 2 of them are college. One of them is in high school. The one that's in high school is a senior. He's going to graduate in May, whenever school ends, right? Then Blake, my wife, and I are quote-unquote empty nesters. Oh, no, change of plans.
What?
Turns out my son Jake is graduating in May. Also, didn't think about that one. What's he going to do when he graduates in May? Come home.
I guess so, right?
Right? So Blake says to me yesterday, she goes, guess what? Jake's graduating in May. Like, we didn't even think about it. So now it's like, we had to make reservations where he's graduating from. We had to do all this stuff. And I was just like, holy crap. And she goes, that means we're probably not going to be empty nesters. Like, I don't see Jake coming back from school and getting an apartment.
You don't?
No.
I feel like when you leave for home, like from home, because even though he's only a couple hours away, he's mostly on campus, right? I feel like once you come home, you're like itching to get out of your parents' house again.
Do you have money to do that?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Unless you get a job.
I'm not going to pay his rent to live somewhere else.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's true.
lived with my parents when I got out of college, but I wanted to get the heck out of there as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't want to get out of there, but I'm saying
Funds.
I'm not paying for him to get out of there. He can stay at my house as long as he wants. Stay till he's 30. I don't care. He could be like Brendan and whoever from Step Brothers. He can live in my house. Live in my house.
So many more activities.
And then Dutch. So Dutch has, he applied to a couple schools, and he got accepted to ASU and got a scholarship.
Awesome.
He got accepted to University of Arizona, got a scholarship.
Also awesome.
He got accepted to Ole Miss, Mississippi, and then yesterday got a scholarship. So it's like kind of crazy. Like, where are you going to go?
Where does he want to go?
I think he also is waiting to hear back from Miami, Florida.
Man, Dutch in Miami. That'd be.
I know. He
that's
wants
a
to go
party.
visit there, but he hasn't heard back from them yet. I don't know when he also applied to USC. But now, like, if I'm paying for it, it's going to be local.
Yeah, of course.
Very local.
Right, depending on how much the scholarship's going to cover, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like, why would I pay a bunch of money? You didn't get a scholarship to USC? Then you're not going to USC. I'm not going to pay. Money don't go on trees, yo.
Yeah, I know. And so my daughter, who lives in New York now, she's going to school in New York, is constantly complaining to me how expensive things are. And I'm like, you could have gone to school right here, full ride scholarship, and you could live at home and eat for free.
She had a full ride scholarship here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But she chose to go to New York City. So when she's like, groceries are $60 a week, I'm like, well, you have to pay for that somehow.
We follow the full ride.
Yeah.
So last night, I was telling you guys yesterday about our Christmas cards, how we've been kind of like trying to work on it, and then I got too critical and my wife stopped working on it. Last night, she got next to me on the couch. She goes, I want your final opinion before I hit send. And I looked at this Christmas card she was making on her computer, and there were so many little things that bothered me, and I was trying to, I was just going to be like, okay, go ahead and send it, right? And then I thought, what if there's a typo? Or what if... So I go, hold on. And I made a couple of anal retentive adjustments, and I could hear her breathe hard, but she finally, I think she hit send. So
Like you, changing on the picture, the background, or the words on the page?
The words. Like, at one point, it was like, she was like, hope you have a great 2025. I'm like, why would we say that? Like, you say Happy New Year. Like,
They're just trying to be different.
It was just lots of words. And then it was like at the bottom, it said, in the front of the card, it said Happy Holidays. And it was too close to like Dutch's foot where he had on and I was like, I go, move it more to the left. She goes, well, it's not centered. I go, it's too close to his foot. It looks weird. And then so I was.
Because if you got that card in the mail, you would think the same thing, right? You would tear it apart too and be like, why does it say that's so close to his foot? If you got that from somebody else.
Me, I would,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I would.
Like-
But also lately, we've been getting, we had this little basket where she puts all the Christmas cards people send us, right? And then when you got downtime, you kind of go through it. I have yet to go through it, so I probably wouldn't. Most of the times you go through Christmas cards, I'm like, who are these people? Who are these people? Rachel, good morning. You're on the air.
Hi, me, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel.
Hi. I just wanted to say I've got a 20-year-old and a 24-year-old living at home. They both go to ASU, and it's because it's so dang expensive. So I applaud you for letting your kid move back because it's really tough out there for these kids.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I would want my kid to never leave. I'd like him to get a good job, be as successful as Jeff Bezos, but stay in his room.
Well, it's clear that you love your kids, and that's why I let my kids live at my house too.
Right.
But I do realize at one point they do have to move out, but I just don't want them to fall on their face before they even get started.
Right. You're awesome, Rachel. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too. Kyle, where are you with Christmas cards?
I'm done.
What?
Yeah.
You mean you mailed them?
I got them. I addressed them. I put stamps on them, and I put them in the mail yesterday. It was like record speed for me because usually when I get the box of cards, it sits in my house for at least a week before I take any action. But I feel like the pressure of the fact that Christmas is 14 days away, you guys. It's literally in 2 weeks.
That doesn't make any sense.
Is that too soon or too far away?
No, that's like so soon.
Oh.
And for me to sit on my Christmas cards, they're never people aren't going to get them before Christmas if I didn't get them out.
If they get them in January, what is this?
Right.
Tear it
you
all
would
up.
do that.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm just-
Oh, really? You couldn't get your Christmas cards out for Christmas?
I would say that.
Why would
That's
you even
what
say
I'm
Merry
saying, yeah.
Christmas on them at this point?
Well, John Jay says Happy New Year, so that's good. You're good either way.
Yeah, right. It said the front of ours says Happy Holidays, and the back should say Happy New Year.
Yeah,
I don't
covers it
remember after the heavy breathing and the sigh, I went to sleep. So I can't wait to get Kyle's Christmas card, assuming I'm on the list.
Well, that's the problem. Is I didn't order. I feel like I always have Christmas cards left over. So this year I didn't order as many as I usually do. And then I realized I had way more people that needed cards. And so it felt like Rich, you just recently had a wedding. It felt like a wedding where you had to pair people down.
Yeah.
Like, who gets a Christmas card? I got to cross people off because I don't have enough to send out.
How many did you get printed?
75.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Blake says to me last night, she goes, okay, so I'm going to print up 100. I go, we know 100 people?
I usually get 125.
Oh my goodness.
like,
That's
wow.
so many
my
people.
God.
How do you know everyone's addresses?
Just have them
save
saved.
'em.
Yeah.
What?
That's an adult thing, Peyton. You'll learn about it.
Like,
I'm not there
and
yet.
once you get everyone's addresses for your wedding, when you and Kadeem get married, you'll
you got
just
it.
have
You
everyone's
just have it.
addresses. This is just a thing
Just
after
a
that.
level
Yeah.
of adulthood I have not reached yet.
Yeah, so I'm
wild.
like, some people aren't getting them this
You're
year.
like-
Hope they don't notice.
These people know what my family looks like. They will not get a card this year. That's your plan?
You
I
just do
don't
this.
know how I
You
just
walk up
cross
to
people
me, Rich, and Peyton, and just be like, hey, look at this real quick, and then pose and go. And I go, there, that's my Christmas card. Smile.
Merry
All right.
Christmas.
What's coming to 3 things you need to know, Kyle?
You'll never believe what they're saying is a hot stocking stuffer this year. I'll fill you in on what it is next with John Jay and Rich.
Call the show and join the fun. 877-937-1047.
Kicking it with John Jay and Rich.
John Jay and Rich, Kyle's got 3 things we need to know.
Luigi Mangione, the suspect accused of fatally shooting United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, intends to plead not guilty to the charges against him, including murder, and will resist extradition to New York. That was announced yesterday. He's got a lawyer. His lawyer actually said, I've seen no evidence that he's the actual murderer. In fact, apparently they found a manifesto, so maybe they do have some evidence. At the time of his arrest, he was found carrying a 3D printed pistol, a silencer, multiple fake IDs, and a handwritten manifesto that I just told you about, expressing grievances against the healthcare industry.
You know what I heard too? So you know how you said yesterday, and it was true, that they got him at McDonald's, someone turned him in. So the person that turned him in apparently supposed to get a $50,000 reward, but because they called 911 and not Crime Stoppers, there was a debate on whether they get the award, but somebody stepped in and now they're going to get the
Oh, that's good.
$50,000. And also, this is such a weird case because there's this guy's got super fans now.
Yeah.
And people have been threatening the McDonald's and the employees at that McDonald's for turning him in.
Wild.
It's so insane. And then, did you see Burger King's post?
No.
Burger King says, we don't snitch.
Oh, my God.
What the heck? I mean, he's all over.
The guy murdered somebody for crying. A dad, a husband, a son.
And people are obsessed with him. They think he is so good looking. And it's like, it's insane to see how the internet takes that.
Right.
Yeah, it's so crazy because I'm like, I was actually talking to my husband yesterday. I'm like, on TMZ, it's every other story is an update on this story. I just I don't understand how this is the story that's like blown up. You know what I mean? It's pretty crazy, but it isn't going anywhere. And yeah, it's been all over the socials, all over the internet because people are fascinated. People are fascinated with this guy, with the case, with everything. So we'll definitely keep you posted on it. Robots that use your face and dress like you guys could soon take care of your elderly ones when you're away. The company that is putting these ones out is called Robody. Robody can fetch your loved one's medication, prep meals for them, help them put their coat on, even give them a great big hug. The machines are remotely operated to mimic your every move as opposed to working independently, which maybe makes some people feel better about a robot taking care of your loved one instead of an actual human. Their head features a screen that you can change to different family members. So it's like, Payton, if you want to take care of your great grandma for a while, then, or maybe it'll be Jalen, your brother, or
oh my gosh,
the
so
face
creepy.
can switch. And then they wear clothes too. They're like, this is what sets us apart from the other robots out there, is our robots wear clothes to make you feel more human.
I'm scared of that.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But they say the idea is a lot of people are uncomfortable with a stranger basically taking care of them. And so this is a way for elderly people to have their independence, but get a little help when they need it. And these robots can actually take vitals and let authorities know if your loved ones need an ambulance or something like that. This could be the newest, hottest stocking stuffer this year, and it's totally random, and I've never heard of something like this, but people are actually selling packages of unclaimed mail. So you don't know what's inside these packages until you open them. There's a Florida-based company. It's called Fun Delivered. Like undelivered, but fun. It's Fun Delivered. They've sold like 90,000 bundles in the last 3 years. Everything from like a $40 mini sampler to a party-sized box of hopefully like lucrative loot. That's hard to say. Say that 10 times fast. But some customers are hooked on these things because this lady who she said, listen, I do this for my family every year for the last couple years because it's hilarious when you open up and see what it is. And sometimes you get really cool stuff. She's like, one time I got a knockoff Chanel bag, a human-sized Bowser suit, not to mention a bunch of fake IDs. So it's like you never know what you're going to get in these pieces of mail.
Where are they getting this mail from?
It's like packages that were delivered that stayed in the mailbox forever. Then they go back to like USPS or your UPS forever. And then they're like nobody picks them up. And so they sell them.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that.
It would be kind of fun to like do
I don't
that
want
one
my
afternoon.
mail. I definitely don't want someone else's mail.
And that's 3 things you need to know.
JOHNJAY Rich. Payton, what's the vibe today?
I'm going to tell you the app that you're addicted to based on your zodiac sign because it's National App Day.
Today is National App Day. It is National App Day today. Head on over to the App Store or maybe Google Play.
Multiple apps running at the same time.
Short for software application.
I have my mom app and my career app and my wife app and my yoga potty app.
My favorite app is...
My favorite apps are the ones before my entree.
Happy National App Day. Showtime!
877-937-1047. Good morning, Nadine. What's your sign?
Sagittarius. Good morning.
Good morning, and we are in Sagittarius season right now. So for Sagittarians, the app that you're addicted to is your iHeartRadio app. So Sagittarians, you guys are the ones with 87 playlists for every mood, season, or vibe. And you're kind of the one that's like, listen to this song, it'll change your life. Meanwhile, it's probably just like 2010 party bops. Katy Perry all the way.
Thanks, Nadine.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too. Hi, Michelle. What's your sign?
Taurus.
Okay, so for my Taurus, the app for you is Pinterest. Taurus, you're all about aesthetics. So your board is full of like bougie room decor, gourmet food inspo, and cutie outfits. Basically, you pin like your life is just a lifestyle blog.
So true. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, Michelle. Hey, Mary.
there. How are you guys?
Oh, Mary's the Libra. Kyle is the
I
Libra.
am. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Mary.
Yes, we love our
Did you
Libras.
guys have a nice Thanksgiving?
We did.
Yeah, it was good. How was yours, Mary?
Awesome. It was very nice, very pleasant.
Good. All right, well, I'm going to tell you the app for Libras. This is one that I've heard of, but I haven't explored it yet. And it's called Lemon 8. Like lemon with the number 8. And Libra, you're like the queen of vibes, and Lemon 8 is going to be your jam. So it's Pinterest and Instagram combined, which is basically like your double dose of aesthetics. So your posts look like an influencer's inspo mood board.
Wow. I like that one. That sounds pretty good, huh,
Sounds
Kyle?
cool. I'm going to have to download it.
I know. I was like, I feel like this might be
check
one
that out.
that's almost there. You know what I mean? Like this will be the next big app.
Thanks, Mary. Do you
I
guys
almost
know?
thought you said lemonade.
Do you guys know which is the number one most downloaded app of all time?
Instagram.
Nope.
Flappy Bird.
Nope.
Facebook.
Yep.
Oh.
What do you got
Makes
for
sense.
Pisces?
Yeah, Pisces, Rich, Netflix. That is the app for you.
Oh,
You guys are rewatching your comfort shows for the 40th time instead of dealing with reality. And your recently watched is probably just Gossip Girl and sad romance movies.
Oh my God, Gossip Girl is on there.
See, perfect. I'm
It's
tapped
easy
in.
to go to sleep. You just listen to the dialogue and you know what everybody's doing.
For sure.
Did you know that on the Apple App Store, 60% of all the apps have never been downloaded at all?
That's
Oh,
insane.
really?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I know.
Bad business plan for somebody.
I know. What do you got for you, Payton, for Leos?
Yeah, Leo's Instagram, because hello, main character. Leo, Instagram is literally made for us, and our feed is all golden hour selfies, fire outfits, and caption wars where we low-key just flex our life.
Did you know that Google's Play Store has the highest number of apps available, over 2.8 million?
That's like overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
So many apps.
What do you have for Virgo?
Yeah, Virgo X, or formerly Twitter, is the app for you. Virgo, you treat X like a second planner. So your feed is like 50% inspirational quotes that you wrote yourself and 50 threads explaining like niche productivity hacks. So you probably schedule your tweets ahead of time too, because efficiency is one of your love languages.
Yeah, I was into Twitter I still tweet, but not like that. I mean, I've never scheduled my tweets because I like it in real time. If you want to know what app you are, go to our website, johnjayandrich.com. They're all posted up there. Yesterday, I was telling you guys about a documentary that I was watching on Amazon called it was Lisa Frank. And then we were all talking about it because we all grew up with Lisa Frank. We all know it. And then I remember, like, when I found out in the documentary she's from Tucson, and we were in Tucson, and there were so many Lisa Frank connections, but I never met her. There is a text that says, John, Jay, and Rich, my husband worked on Lisa Frank's private jet. I was extremely disappointed it didn't have the infamous cheetah print all over it. Missed opportunity. And so many people that are messaging. You guys are talking about Lisa Frank. When I was younger, my dad worked next door to her factory. I thought it was like a Willy Wonka in there, so I snuck in. And Lisa Frank was leaving, and she yelled at me, "Get out of there, you little cuss." I still don't know what that means. I'm traumatized for life.
It sounds pretty accurate now that I've watched the documentary.
You watched all of it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's four episodes, right?
4 episodes.
Okay, so what'd you learn?
I feel like I didn't want to see that because I grew up with Lisa Frank. Like, Lisa Frank's very nostalgic, and like it was like so happy and magical, and the company was the opposite of happy and magical. It
Really?
was like toxic, and everyone who worked there got worked to the bone, got paid nothing. Like, it was a terrible environment, and it was like Lisa Frank and her husband were terrible to work for, and then they ended up having this really toxic, messy divorce, and it spilled into the business. And then even after, Lisa Frank, I guess, spent 6 years battling her ex-husband to get control back of her company, because when she married him, she gave him 49%. And then when she got control back of the company, there was this makeup brand that tried to do a collaboration with her, and she screwed them over so bad. Like, literally, they're just like this mom and pop shop, and they were like, wanted to collab with her, and then she like basically put them out of business.
That's messed
So,
up.
is it all? Could it all been in editing and one point of view, or is it like there's no way around it? It was that messed up.
I think that, I mean, it wasn't just one person's point of view. There were several people that worked with her and for her in the documentary. So it's several people's points of view.
Her company, listen, she probably had 1,000 people work for her at one time. So 5 people out of 1,000 people don't like her, and it's their point of view. I haven't finished it, so I'm just so far where I'm at. It's all
could be,
happiness.
but someone who's really great and magical, whatever, isn't going to have that many lawsuits and litigious things surrounding
really?
her.
Okay.
And I think this is so wild, though, with like all the documentaries. Like, can we stop ruining our childhood? Because
Yeah,
you have
no
the
kidding.
Quiet on Set that took down Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Now you got the Lisa Frank Greedy and Glitter documentary. Like, we need to know this stuff, but it like makes me really sad.
I know. I was like, I didn't want to know that, but it was pretty fascinating. At one point, I was like, oh. Because I think in my head, I thought it was 3 episodes, and then the 3rd episode ended, and there was another one. I was like, how many episodes are there? But it was pretty fascinating.
Good morning. Wake up every morning. Start your day with John, Jay, and Rich.
I wake up with my favorite artist.
Hey, it's Susan. It's Billie Eilish.
It's Teddy Swims, and you're listening to John, Jay, and Rich.
All right, we got Stacks and Hacks. I'm going to go over Stacks information, then Rich has life hacks. Who's the hardest person to shop for this time of year? The top answer in a new poll was your partner or your spouse. Would you rather get a surprise gift or something you asked for? Kyle?
Something I asked for.
56% of people would rather be surprised.
Yeah, I like surprises.
A woman in China recently won $1,380 for being without her smartphone for 8 hours. It was part of a public welfare challenge, which tested people's addictions to their phones. I could do 8 hours. We got our holiday party tonight. A human resource expert listed the top things you should not do at your office holiday party. Do not overshare. Don't mix business and romance. Don't ignore the dress code. Don't post photos of people without consent. And first and foremost, don't get hammered. Which, by the way, if you have a holiday party horror story, we are definitely getting to that today, tomorrow, whenever. Call us at 877-937-1047. 2 men from North Texas have been arrested for their roles in the Lego theft ring, which involved more than $400,000 worth of Legos.
Insane.
University of Cincinnati. This is so lame. In fact, I feel like, Kyle, you just said in the Lisa Frank documentary that they shut down some small mom and pop business or something, right? Listen to this. University of Cincinnati forced a Tennessee middle school to drop their mascot, the Bearcats, due to a dispute over copyright and licensing infringement. The middle school is now going to be called the Musketeers.
Oh, that's not as
middle
fun.
school. It's just a little middle school.
I
Let
feel
them
like
go.
lots of sports teams like that.
I
Like
know.
NFL, there's Broncos in high school. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of sharing of the mascots.
One of the hottest Christmas wish list items this year is old school digital cameras.
Yeah.
I see those popping up a lot online.
So it's time. You're getting a lot of these end of the year top whatever, right? So Google's top trending searches for 2024 for people. The top people we search for: Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Catherine, Princess of Wales. Is that William's wife?
Yep.
Okay. The top people that passed: Toby Keith, Liam Payne, O.J. Simpson, James Earl Jones, Rich Homie Quan. The top actors we Googled. Number 2 is Jacob Elordi. Number 1,
Ariana Grande.
Cat Williams.
Oh, really? Well, I guess he had kind of a big year.
The top movies we Googled. What do you think?
Wicked.
Nope.
Moana 2.
Nope.
What's a big, what for that? Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Number
that's a
two.
good one.
That's number
yeah,
2.
Beetlejuice was good.
Oh, Wolverine.
Nope.
Hmm.
Inside
What else
Out 2.
came out? Yeah.
Top TV shows we Googled. I Googled this TV show.
Yellowstone.
Nope.
How do I find Yellowstone?
The Perfect Couple's number 5. Fallout's number 4. Baby Reindeer's number 3. Number 2 is Quiet on the Set, that documentary.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Number 1, Griselda with Sofia Vergara.
I feel like that didn't do very well, though.
I think it did do well.
Did it?
Yeah.
It's number 1 for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it because I was like boring.
Top musicians we Googled. I think it's obvious if I tell you what musician we Googled.
Taylor Swift.
No, she's not.
Beyonce.
No. If you really, it's Usher. Think about it. He was in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Right. The top songs we Googled.
Espresso.
Nope.
What?
A bar
Anything
song.
by Sabrina Carpenter.
Nope. Sabrina Carpenter not in the top 5.
Taylor Swift.
Kendrick, Euphoria number 4, Not Like Us number 1. Top athletes we Googled.
LeBron James and
Nope.
Bronny James.
Nope.
Caitlin Clark.
Not in the top 5. Not in the
Oh,
top 5.
Caitlin Clark's a good
Not
one.
in the top 5.
Caitlin Clark's not in the top 5.
Nope. Jake Paul, Scotty Scheffler, Simone Biles, Mike Tyson.
Scotty Scheffler, the golf guy?
Yeah, because remember when you got arrested? That was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Did you see that Taylor Swift invited Caitlin Clark to come to a Kansas City Chiefs game with her?
No, but I
Isn't
bet
that cool?
Caitlin Clark says that her pregame music that she listens to is Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she listens to Shake It Off to get ready to get buckets on people.
You watch those photos are going to go viral I think it's this weekend
That'd
with her
be
hanging out with Taylor
huge.
Swift. What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Okay, so there's this thing that you can do to de-stress. It's a hack. And experts say when you get a little overwhelmed, take a step back, take a deep breath, and check this out. Open up an orange and smell it. You don't even have to eat it, but it resets your brain, and the citrus smell is fresh and clean. It works with lemons, too, but they say oranges are even more effective. So open up an orange if you're feeling a little stressed. It takes your stress down by, check this out, 70%. That's pretty big, don't you think?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, so do that. We need more oranges in this in the iHeart kitchen over here. That life hack and many more can be found at johnjaneandrich.com.
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? John Jay and Rich. Call us 877-937-1047 or text us. Text JJR and whatever you want to say to the number 96893. Okay, so real quick update. Payton lost her championship ring.
Yeah.
And what's funny about it is that you never wear it, but you were going to wear it for a special occasion at practice because you coach girls basketball, right?
Yeah. So I was going to wear it to our first game because I was like, yeah, this is a championship ring. Like, I worked hard for this. I'm going to wear it to bring, like, my good luck to our girls, right? While I'm coaching, getting that mentality. And when I was on my way to the game, I stopped at Porta Subs to get a sandwich. My little pop, my soda, spilt all over my hand, and it made my hand sticky. So I walked back into Porta Subs to get a napkin, and between walking in from Porta Subs to going back to my car, I somehow lost the ring that I was wearing that I won my sophomore year of college for winning, like, regional championships and making it to the NCAA tournament. Big deal, right?
Right.
So I either took the ring off and put it on the top of my car or put it in my car somewhere. I couldn't find it anywhere. My car was absolutely disgusting. Like, it was so gross. So gross. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to get my car detailed. And just hope and pray that somehow, some way, it's just in my car. So yesterday was the day. I got my car detailed, and I was so excited. And I had so much hope. But I hate to tell you guys, I did not find my ring.
Oh, no.
Was the guy detailing specifically looking for your ring, too?
He was specifically looking for my ring because, I mean, that's the whole reason I got the car detailed, right? Yeah, couldn't find it, didn't come up with it. I went back to Porta Subs yesterday to get a sandwich and to kind of scope out the area. So, yeah, my ring's gone. And literally just in my head on repeat, I'm just like, I should have listened to my mom.
Could it be, could you get a picture of it and post it? Maybe someone finds it in the parking lot or has it or something?
Yeah, I can find a picture of it.
It's big, right? It's relatively big?
It's not as big as my high school state championship ring, but it's pretty big.
I mean, if you saw it on the ground, you would definitely know as a sports accomplishment ring.
100%.
Let me ask you this, though. Do you remember what you were wearing that day? Because could it be in the pocket of a hoodie? Could it be in your jeans pocket? Could it be, do you take off your clothes?
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
I find stuff. You know how you find $5 in your pocket every once in a while?
Yeah, and she could have put it in her pocket because she was wiping her hands off. So
Very
maybe
well.
you stuffed it in there.
That might be it, and also it might be in my basketball backpack, too. Who knows? Obviously, I haven't looked that
There's
hard.
a lot of you obviously have not looked very
Yeah, we're worried about it more than you are, it sounds like at this
It's like
point.
you're waiting for someone to call now and be like, hey, I happen to clean backpacks for a living. Would you like me to go through your backpack?
Well, I am happy that your car is clean because I walk by there every day and I'm like, oh my God, Payton. Now I feel like you can drive. I bet your car drives better.
It feels better. It doesn't smell like McDonald's and Taco Bell and all of the things that I just eat and leave in there.
Speaking of clean, have you guys noticed Kyle's teeth?
Always. She has
pearly
a great smile.
Hey, everyone, got my teeth cleaned.
My dad used to do that all the time. My dad would go to after he went to the dentist, he'd go, hey, how are you? And he has some fake laugh. What are you doing? He goes, got my teeth cleaned. And you go,
Yeah, So I had taken some time off from the dentist during COVID, and this year I got back on the dentist track. You know, get your teeth cleaned twice a year. Got it cleaned earlier this year. And when they checked my teeth, they were like, wow, this doesn't seem like you haven't gotten your teeth cleaned in 4 years. And I was like, okay, I'm doing good. But apparently there was one little spot that they said was sticky. And so he was like, I'd like to do a little, it's just a small filling. Might as well take care of it before it grows into something bigger. That's what I would do. And I was like, I'm fine. Like, you know, when they do the little prick test, they take their little sticker thing.
Oh, yeah, the metal thing.
And they poke it in your teeth. And if it sticks, that means
cavity, right?
Something, yeah.
Usually cavity.
Oh, I thought it's sticky, and then all of a sudden he pulls out Peyton's ring. Oh, what I found stuck in here.
Wedged in there.
So they tell you got a little cavity.
Yeah,
and you don't believe
and I'm
them.
like, I think I would feel a little cavity. I don't have any sensitivity. There's nothing going on. And so I just blew it off and kind of forgot about it, quite honestly. Didn't get it fixed. So when I went in to get my teeth cleaned, she was like, she's like, there was some recommended treatment for you earlier this year. You want to schedule your appointment? Or I can see if the dentist can come in, and just because it's smaller, he could probably get it done today. I was like, I don't think so. Probably not going to schedule that today. And then I started thinking, like, these are the experts. Like, I love my dentist. I've gone to my dentist for over a decade. Like, I should trust my dentist. But I think I've watched too many documentaries. So now I don't believe anyone. And I don't think I have a cavity. So I don't think I need to schedule the appointment.
You have no pain until it hits you. Because I've heard... I'm kind of the opposite. Like, hey, you might have a cavity or you don't. Just do it because I've heard the tooth pain is terrible.
Yeah, tooth pain is terrible. I've had a root canal before. Like, I know how it is when it gets really bad. So I'm like, I feel like I would feel it if it were a cavity because I've had cavities before. So I don't know. I don't know.
So
if
you trust your dentist, but you've watched so many murder documentaries that you think
scamming you.
And are they scamming you on a little? Like, if they said we need to replace all your teeth, I'd be like, this is a scam.
They're probably like, it really will cost.
People don't get cavities nowadays.
Well, and then I've been on this like side of TikTok of like holistic health and like that kind of stuff. And there's these like a bunch of videos that I've seen recently where it's like you can actually reverse cavities and heal them yourself with like oil pulling and all this stuff.
What?
Supposedly, according to that side of TikTok. So I'm like, I probably don't need to schedule an appointment,
Kyle,
right?
schedule your filling appointment. I have been on the oil pulling thing, and then literally for the next month, all I got was dentist saying, this is so bad for your teeth. You need to go get it fixed.
What's oil pulling?
It's like you take like a swish of like oil. I don't know if it's like coconut oil or what kind of oil it is. And you swish it around your mouth.
For like a minute.
And then you do it every day. You like add it to your regime.
Yeah, and then there's other things like oil pulling, and then there's like other treatments supposedly where you can actually like rebuild the enamel on your teeth. Supposedly,
such lies.
I oil pull every day. You use coconut oil, and it's 15 to 20 minutes of swishing in your mouth.
Okay, you do it every day. You do it every day. Okay, how many times have you been on the air talking about the horrible teeth and pain? We had your whole mouth replaced. Twice.
This is a new development in my life. I realized I had coconut oil, and I saw a video, and I was like, I should start doing this. So that's why I started doing it.
So it's new. You started doing it like a month ago?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to buy another thing of coconut oil. I think once it's out, I might just let it go. You know what I mean?
So you put a tablespoon in your mouth and squish it around for 20 minutes?
I set a timer for 20 minutes on my microwave, and then when that goes off, I just spit it into the sink. It's disgusting.
I don't think I can keep it in my mouth for 20 minutes.
That's
so I
such a long time.
It tastes really good too. Like it's like
coconut oil.
This coconut fatty thing going on in your mouth. It's really pleasant. I like it. A+. I'm not healthier or better by any means.
Okay. I think Grant just solidified it. I should probably make that appointment.
Cross
Call
that
your
one.
dentist.
Cross that one off your list. And how much does it cost to fill? They probably do it for free. You still think it's a scam.
It's definitely
Jennifer.
not free. Insurance doesn't cover that much.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Hey, so my son has done all the research as well, and he has been correct at reversing some of the damage. And if you drink kefir every day, now they're making kefir's like to me, I think it is the most funky taste and stuff, but apparently they're coming out with blueberry, and it is in the milk section, and it's kind of like a funky old milk, but it actually, if you put it in your mouth and switch it around, you can reverse damage to your teeth with Kiefer.
How great is that? Hello, I'm actor Kiefer Sutherland.
For Kiefer.
Do you
Switch
have
me around.
dental problems? If I got something for you.
It's not milk. It's not yogurt. It's somewhere in the middle.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I've heard that.
All right, we're going to do Christmas Wish. We're going to talk to Stephanie. Stephanie's a single mom and a teacher. And this year has been very hard on her and her 3 kids. She has very little hope she can give her family the Christmas they deserve, and that's where we come in. We have another JOHNJAY and Rich Christmas Wish right after Halsey.
Got a boy back home in Michigan, and it tastes like Jack when I'm kissing him. I'm bad in love.
It's the JOHNJAY and Rich Christmas Wish.
It's time for Christmas Wish. This is an interesting Christmas wish, very interesting Christmas wish, because Stephanie's in the studio, and she wrote a letter about Stephanie. Not herself, another Stephanie. And I already know this is a different type of wish because we're already set up for your friend Stephanie, and it's a unique situation. So, Stephanie, welcome.
Hi.
Tell us a little bit about Stephanie, but don't read the letter. Just tell us a little bit about you, Stephanie.
So Stephanie is a very hard worker. About 5 or 6 years ago, she was homeless and has worked her way into getting out of that poverty life and really doesn't complain. And she just has a huge heart. She works with kids with special needs, and a couple of her kids also have special needs. So she's constantly giving herself out to others.
Yeah, that's a mom that's got no time for mom, huh?
Right, yeah. And so we had a joke that on Wednesdays were her days for her recently because I had 2 of her kids and her other kid was with his mentor. And so she was for a little while taking Wednesdays for herself. But then she told me actually last night that that's going to change. So I was like, oh.
All right, let's call her.
Yeah, let's get the other Stephanie on the phone.
Okay.
Is she at home or work right now?
She's at work.
She's at work.
Yeah.
And is she a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's at school.
Hello.
Hi, is Stephanie there, please?
Can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, it's JOHNJAY and Rich, the radio show.
Yes, sir.
Is this Stephanie?
Yes, sir.
Hey, can we put you on the radio with us for just a second, please?
Sure.
Hi, Stephanie. We have your friend Stephanie in the studio with us today.
Oh, this one.
Hi, Steph. I can keep my mouth shut when it counts.
Well, this Stephanie wrote us a letter about you, and we were very touched by the letter. We asked her to come in the studio and read the letter to you on the air. Do you have a minute?
Yes, sir.
It's not Miss, sir. It's sir. You don't have to call me either. Okay, whenever you're ready, Stephanie.
All right. Dear JOHNJAY and Rich, I'm writing to you about Stephanie, who's an extremely selfless person. She is a single mom with 3 children under 12. Her children's favorite day of the month is when their mom gets her food stamps. It's a very big deal for them. I met Stephanie working at a charter school that has many low-income students, where she works tirelessly as a paraprofessional to students with special needs. She is always at work and never takes a day off unless it's absolutely necessary. She has a car that currently has no heat or AC, but she doesn't have the money to fix it. Despite her hardships, her kids are also very grateful and respectful. Stephanie is exceptional and most deserving of a Christmas wish.
Stephanie?
Yes, sir.
We'd like to grant you a Christmas wish.
I love you.
I love you too.
In the letter she read, she talked about your kids being so excited about food stamps.
Yes, sir.
So, Bashas donated $150 for groceries, and then the Love Up Foundation is going to throw in an additional $350 for groceries for you and your family.
Thank you.
Our amazingly kind friends, Troy and Heather Hawks of Real Life Arizona, they personally went shopping for you and your children, and they have donated the following for you. $150 gift card at Target for some family necessities and household items, a $100 gift card to Ulta, a $100 gas card, and Christmas decorations. We heard you need some new kitchen essentials, so Troy and Heather got you utensils, pots, pans, storage containers, and dish towels.
Thank you.
And they also got you brand new bath towels for your whole family.
Can you go to the gym?
No, don't go to the gym yet. Don't go to the gym yet. Did someone tell you to go to the gym?
Yes.
No, don't go to the gym. Get back to where you were. Go back.
They said don't go to the gym.
Yeah, don't go. You stay right there. You don't go to the gym yet.
Oh, my God.
Don't go to the gym yet. Whoever that lady is.
It's the vice principal.
I need you to give the vice principal the finger right now.
Oh, my God.
Okay? Because let me tell you, let me go over some of the things we're giving your kids.
Oh.
Troy and Heather went shopping for Marcel. He's 11.
Yes, sir.
We got him some really cool JBL noise-canceling headphones. Also got him a gaming desk station and a PS4 gaming controller, a backpack with school supplies, and a nice cozy blanket. From Malaysia, she's 9.
Yes, sir.
We got her a $150 Visa gift card for dance clothes, $50 gift card to Ulta, a Journey doll, a pink backpack with school supplies. Oh, she also got bath bombs, face masks, nail polish, lip balms, lotions, and skincare items, a blanket, and an LED ring light. Now, for your 8-year-old, Xavier, we're getting him a Spider-Man backpack with school supplies, Spider-Man toys, sensory toys, and fun fidget toys, a Nintendo Switch accessories and gaming headset, 2 sets of Spider-Man sheets, and a cozy blanket. Now, we got some stuff for you, Stephanie. Just for you. An Uptown Medi-Spa Chandler, they've donated a customized spa facial, a basket of soap, lotions, and other beauty products valued at $150 for you. We also got you $75 from our friends at Spinato's Pizzeria and Family Kitchen. And then we know you got 5 dogs, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, the Love Pup Foundation, our dog rescue, they want to make sure that your 5 pups got extra love during the holiday season. So they've donated 3 large bags of dog food and a good mix of dog toys from our rescue shelter. And our friend Tony Williams from Big O Tires, she's going to help with the installation of 4 new tires for your car. Plus, they're going to fix your car's air conditioning. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
We got you more stuff, too. Don't go to the gym yet. We went on a shopping spree at Ashley Furniture Tempe, and our friends Luna and Sam picked out for you a living room set that includes a sofa, a love seat, a coffee table, and 2 end tables. All that's for you. Stephanie?
Yes, sir.
Is this processing? You follow me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Are they trying to get you to go to the gym right now or something?
Yeah, my boss just called me.
Tell your boss to chill out. All right. How far away are you from the gym?
Like literally outside the door?
Okay, real quick. Everything we just talked about is in the gym right now. My wife is there. She's our little elf.
God.
Blake, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Stephanie, go ahead and walk into the gym now.
Merry Christmas. Hi, guys. Come on in. You don't need any makeup. You're so cute. Hi. Merry Christmas. Come on in. You okay?
I hung up.
Oh, that's okay. She hung up. You okay?
Yeah.
It's cold outside. It's so beautiful. She's crying, and she has her 3 kids with her, and they're so beautiful, and they're walking over right now to check out all the goods. But it's all set up so she can see the couch and all the gifts and United Food Bank food and everything.
Oh, United Food Bank gave her stuff? That wasn't on my list.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Want to tell her that?
Yeah.
I didn't tell her on this. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
We're also giving you food from the United Food Bank.
Good job. We'll fix that in post.
Okay, well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Will you tell her Merry Christmas for us, please?
Yes. Yeah. Potentially, they say Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Stephanie. I love you.
I love you too. I didn't bring my makeup for this at work, girl.
Sorry. Glad to know you're speechless, though, because you never are. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Another John, Jay, and Rich Christmas wish.
So this is Christmas. And what have you done?
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas. It's John, Jay, and Rich, and that's Christmas Wish. To make a donation, we encourage you to go to loveupfoundation.org or Love Up Foundation on Instagram. There's links there where you can make donations to help people.
Any amount will do because all of it we spend right away. We don't keep that money. We spend it on families.
What's up, Howard?
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, John Jay, I guarantee you that Blake is the one that writes your lists just because of nice, cozy blanket.
No, she doesn't. Burn.
No?
No, I think it's Jess. Jess is our executive director, and she writes it. Burn.
Oh, that sounded so like Blake. Nice, cozy blanket.
I'm glad you were touched. I'm glad that it got through to you, and you're emotional and you're crying. You want to help. Who says cozy blanket?
He's like, I would donate, but I can't get over the cozy blanket.
No, you're very nice, Howard. Thanks for listening, though.
Oh, absolutely. Every morning.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Jessica.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, well, I was listening to the Christmas Wish for Stephanie, and I thought it was amazing. But I wanted to share, I think a lot of people don't know about it. Arizona has a few programs that will help you fix your car for free or almost free. And I had attached a link because I had texted in, and one of the places, it's called Volunteer Vehicle Repair Program, that they help you pay for your car to get fixed. They essentially pay for all, if not most of it.
That's
to
cool.
get repaired.
They should work with us.
You just have to qualify.
We got all kinds of stuff happening like that.
Awesome.
Like, we're trying to help do so many things with cars, and it's so tough. Thank you to Big O Tires, because they do it for free for us a lot. They help us out. Well, thank you, Jessica.
Yeah, well, I just thought that it would be helpful if more people knew about it, because there's a lot of people that, unfortunately, are unable to repair their vehicles.
Well, yeah, everybody stretches their budgets so thin. If something goes wrong, like something goes wrong with your car, then your budget's like completely shot.
And car repairs are so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Check this out. Speaking of Christmas wish, look at this text. John, Jay, and Rich. Hi, it's Maggie from Nashville. I moved here from Arizona about a year and a half ago. I was hopeful for a good morning show here since it's Music City, but they're all horrible.
Oh, no.
I've been listening to you guys since high school for about 15 years. No one compares. I'm back to listening to you guys on the podcast every morning. Love you guys. Christmas wish.
Totally free on the iHeartRadio app.
That's nice. Thank you so much, Maggie. What else? John, Jay, and Rich, disappointed you let Payton's dad be so mean to Rich. Wasn't comedy.
Oh, no.
I thought it was hilarious. It wasn't mean. Lighten up.
I was telling Payton because I might see him tonight, and I said, I got to know exactly when your dad's coming in so I could properly hang out with him, because I feel like he feels like I'm sliding him, and I'm really not trying to. I'm just trying to say hi.
He's excited to see you tonight, Richie.
So you're bringing your dad to our iHeart Company Christmas party?
That is correct. My dad is going to be my date tonight.
What happened to your boyfriend?
Well, he is a basketball coach, and they have basketball practice at the same exact time. And this week is kind of a big deal because their head coach went down with an injury. So he's head coaching this week. So he's got a lot going on. So I called my dad. I was like, I need a date. Will you come with me?
Here's the thing about your dad, that I'm going to make a prediction. He's going to come in some outfit.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have some matching shirt and pants that either have Peyton's face all over it.
Yep.
He's going to have a Santa hat on. He's going to have something that's
He's a
going to...
showstopper.
Yeah. Or he's listening right now going to do the opposite of what I just said because of what I said. Am I right?
Yeah, you're totally right. He called me last night at like 10 p.m. and was like, so what's the
10
dress code?
p.m.?
Yes.
Does he not know what you do for a living?
He does. And I was asleep when he called me, too. I was so nervous because when he called me, I was like, oh, my gosh, it's 10 a.m. and I missed work. So I was stressed out. But no, he called me. He's like, so what's the dress code? Christmas vibes, holiday vibes. I'm like, yeah, Dad, wear whatever you want. Because I know it's going to be something impressive.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be something. I know it. That guy never fails. Here's another text. I heard this about yesterday. Listening to podcast. I heard Dylan calling about high booty. My wife and I strictly refer to our dog as Booty now and always say hi Booty since listening to that segment. Hi Booty.
I left an impact.
Yeah, it did.
Do I have hi Booty on here?
You should.
No, I thought I did, unless it's under hi Booty.
Props. Hi Booty. There it is.
There it is. Hi Melissa.
Hey guys, so Amazon is doing this really cool promotion right now where you can thank your last driver, and you type in the search engine, thank my driver, and then a box pops up. You'll miss it. It's at the top. You click on it, and Amazon, at no charge to you, will give $5 to the last driver to drop off your package.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
It's real. It's real. I did yesterday, so thank your Amazon driver.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me real quick. You go to Amazon. What do you do?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
it? And it'll pop.
Go to your Amazon account, type in the search engine, thank my driver, press enter, and then there should be a little box with text in it, and you click on that. I don't know how long they were doing it for. I just did it yesterday.
But you're not giving them an extra $5? Amazon is?
Yeah, no charge to you. Amazon is doing it.
That's really cool,
Would you
yeah.
say tip my driver? What do you say?
You say thank my driver in the search bar. Yeah, I see it right here. It says, thank you for your appreciation. We'll share your thanks with your driver.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Thank my driver.
Cool.
Add to cart. Oh, really? It looks like I just bought some baby shoes.
No.
I just did. I did. I don't know what I just did.
Now they got to deliver them.
My driver sucks.
No.
All right,
Read them to me.
Thanks, Melissa. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
You know, it is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday and John just got a game for you.
Okay, I'm going to name the holiday villain. You have to tell me what movie or show they are in, okay?
All right.
For example, Kyle, you made a face. So I'm going to try to give you one that's kind of easy. The Grinch was played by Jim Carrey in the 2000 live-action film.
The Grinch.
No.
Who Stole Christmas.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay.
I need the name of the movie.
This is
I'm going to give you
level
another one.
hard.
I'm going to
This
give you
is
another
hard.
one. Okay, I'm going to give you another one. You better not feed adorable creatures after midnight or they become these monsters.
Gremlin.
Yes. Payton. Ebenezer Scrooge.
That's it? A Christmas Story.
No. Rich
A
Vasile?
Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol.
I saw that.
Kyle, I'm going to give you another one. Marv and Harry.
Oh, Home Alone.
The Wet Bandits. Rich. Professor Hinkle.
Professor Hinkle. Hinkle is Ihorn. Hinkle is Ihorn.
No.
Ace Ventura.
Here,
Patrick
hold on, I'll
Checker.
give you a clue. The magician who loses his hat to Frosty.
Oh, that is Frosty the Snowman.
Yes. Peyton, Jack Frost, the one played by Martin Short, trying to take over Christmas.
Jack Frost.
No. Anyone for the steal?
Rich.
Yes.
I think that's the Santa Claus 3.
Yes.
That's right.
The escape clause.
Oh, my gosh.
Rich, Burgermeister Meister Burger.
Ooh, that is Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yes.
There's no toys.
Peyton, Oogie Boogie.
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes. Rich, Mr. Potter.
That is It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes. Kyle, the abominable snow monster who menaces Rudolph but turns into a friend after his teeth are removed.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yes. Rich, what does his friend say?
Let's see. You're talking about...
Oh, never mind. You had that line you always say. I want to be a dentist. You always say every year.
I want to be a dentist. Hermie.
Payton, Hans Gruber.
That is the Christmas Story.
The terrorist leader at Nakatomi Plaza. No?
No.
Rich?
What?
Die Hard.
Okay.
Kyle, Frank Shirley. Clark's greedy boss who gives Clark a Jelly of the Month subscription instead of a bonus.
Oh, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Yes. Rich, Heat Miser.
That's the year without a Santa Claus.
Yes.
I love that song.
Peyton, the Mouse King.
That is Stuart Little.
Nope.
Wind it up.
Rich, you know?
The Nutcracker.
Yes.
Oh.
Kyle, Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
Played by Randy Quaid.
Also National Lampoon.
Yes.
No, she good.
Yes. And that's my holiday villain game.
It's Wednesday and John just got a game for you.
All right, we did some entertainment news. The latest on Jason Kelsey, the Jamie Foxx special. I watched the whole thing. We're going to get into that. I have lots of thoughts on that, by the way. We'll get into that coming up next. John, Jay, and Rich.
Microphone check.
Tap in and say what's up.
Check.
Open the free iHeartRadio app and tap the talkback mic to send John, Jay, and Rich a message now.
Jamie Foxx dropped his comedy special on Netflix yesterday, about an hour long. I watched it. So did you, Kyle. What'd you think?
It was fascinating because he really opened up about his medical emergency that was such a mystery for such a long time. It wasn't, to me, like really a comedy special. It was very emotional.
But they teased it like it's stand-up comedy. He did so it was kind of like a weird Broadway one-man show kind of where he got very emotional. I thought at the beginning, in fact, I was watching it and I thought in the beginning, I was like, I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's worked out these jokes because they're not very funny yet. Then there came a point when he brought his daughter up to play guitar.
Yeah, which was
and
sweet.
That was, oh man, he cried a lot during this special. And he did told some stories that were kind of funny. It was like talking to a friend and your friend's telling you what happened at the hospital.
Yeah.
With him. And then his daughter comes out and plays his guitar, which I thought was awesome and very emotional. And from that point on, I thought it was so compelling. And then when he wanted to remind you who he was, so he kind of did. It was last time you saw him do Ray Charles. He did Ray Charles. He did Slow Jams.
Because he was like, I can't be a clone because I gave you this.
Oh, yeah.
And then he did all of his
He did all his
things.
bits that you know him from, right? From like, he sang Slow Jams. He sang Gold Digger. He put on the glasses, did Ray Charles. He imitated, I did a bunch of Denzel Washington. He did a lot of stuff that I thought was really good. But then it was also very sad.
It was really sad.
It was so sad.
And he kind of opened up about like what that illness was. For the longest time, we did not know exactly what happened to him. And he says he doesn't remember 22 days. Like he was literally out for 22 days of his life. He had no idea. But it turns out the first doctor he went to, he actually said they gave me a cortisone shot and sent me home. Then they finally found a different doctor who found out what was going on.
He told my sister some horrible news about her big brother. He said he's having a brain bleed that's led to a stroke.
It was crazy because he was like, I don't have a stroke. I'm Jamie Foxx. Like, a stroke is like an old person thing.
But then at the end, he gets on the piano and he blames his brain bleed on dating white women. And he says he will no longer date white women. He's back on the black side. And then he does this whole song on it. It's really funny. And then he goes, I will no longer date white women. Then he goes, in public.
That's cool that he reminded us, though, because like Jamie Foxx is that man. Like he can sing, he can dance, he can act.
That's true.
That's cool to see that he's back and doing okay.
So there's a new Sonic movie starring Jim Carrey that's out.
That's right. Jim Carrey, he's the bad guy. He's been in the other Sonic movies, and now there's a third one coming out. My kids are really excited to see it. Sonic's a big deal in our house. But they asked Jim Carrey, like, why did you come back for this role?
You know, I came back to this universe because, first of all, I get to play a genius, which is a bit of a stretch. And I bought a lot of stuff, and I need the money, frankly. Yeah.
That was honest.
Jim Carrey.
I think it's December 20th is when it
That'll
comes
be cool.
out.
I've seen a ton of stuff on TikTok right now because he's in like prosthetics, I think, for his role, right? He plays like this evil villain genius guy. And so they're comparing like his prosthetics to this movie to The Grinch, and how he's saying like how miserable he was doing prosthetics for The Grinch and how he would never do anything like that again. And people are pulling up the videos of him getting his makeup and stuff done. But it's cool to see the compare and contrast.
What about Jason Kelsey? Because we talk about the Taylor Swift effect in so many ways of how much success you get, but then also
Jason Kelce. Yeah. And Kylie Kelsey's podcast just shot up to number 1 when she did it. That's also the Taylor Swift effect. But he was actually on Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football did something interesting. They did like a simulcast. So they did their regular Monday Night Football game cast where they have like, Jason Kelce and all the other broadcasters. And then they did simulcast with The Simpsons. So the game, quote unquote, was going on in Springfield as well. And that's that becomes relevant because of a joke that Jason Kelce made during the broadcast.
This is the state of Texas, Arlington, Dallas.
Also the armpit of America.
Hey!
I was joking. Let's go. It was just a joke because of what Mina said.
Okay. Was it?
Because of what Mina said on the simulcast in Springfield. They were like, we don't even know where Springfield is. What is Springfield?
Specifically, the armpit of America's. So, depending on where you think that is in America, might determine who the crowd is rooting for tonight. Is it closer to Texas or Ohio? I truly don't know whether this crowd is Team Bart or Team Homer.
So that's why. So that when you said I did that because of what Mina said, he did make the joke because of that, and like Jason Kelce's had a long time rivalry with Dallas, so that's where it came from. A lot of people are dragging him, like, how could you say that about Texas? And he said in Texas.
It's a joke.
The mayor of Texas was like, yeah, we're laughing this one off. We don't think it's a big deal.
Plus, my dad was a tour guide when I was growing up, and he said Buffalo was the armpit of the United States.
I always heard that about Cleveland, so it's like, you never know. It's all
passed
relative.
It's John, Jay, and Rich. Good morning, Lindsay. Thanks for holding.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, what's going on?
So, my sister got married last weekend, and for some reason, I think it's kind of insane, she invited me without a +1. Apparently, I'm that sister, the one who is perpetually single and never gets a +1 invite. Anyway, so she's been on me like nonstop about getting on dating apps, and I'm like talking obsessed. She's telling me, oh, it's super easy and that, I can't miss out on love just because I'm too stubborn to try it, which is kind of annoying, honestly. Like, yeah, thank you for the love advice, but I really don't want to scroll through a bunch of profiles pretending to care about some guy's favorite pizza topping or whatever. So, anyway, fast forward to the wedding. I'm walking in, fully planned to step her through it solo. I have my glass of wine. Turns out, my sister actually set me up, but not with just some random guy in an app. Oh, no. Instead, she recruited my ex. And this is the ex I haven't spoken to in 2 years because, well, it's too much. I'll just say we had like a very dramatic breakup. So I was halfway drunk, and I just told him, okay, you know what? Let's just have a good night. This is about my sister, okay? And so my ex and I are having the most awkward but also hilarious time. We were like just pretending like we didn't just avoid eye contact for years. But here's the crazy part. We ended up laughing so much that by the end of the night, we're actually having an actual honest conversation. And it turns out maybe the timing was off back then, but it's kind of wild how things can come full circle when you least expect them to, honestly. Anyway, we got back together, and we're talking about eloping and getting married next year.
Whoa.
So your sister was right.
She saved the day.
She's got to be your maid of honor.
Right? Yeah, she called it.
It's almost like a Netflix/Hallmark romantic movie.
Yeah.
You can see it happening, right?
In fact, that was the movie, right? Where the ex is back in her life.
Yeah.
It just happened. Our Little Secret with Lindsay Lohan.
That's what it's about? A sister hooking up with her ex?
Like the ex shows up because he's dating like somebody else in the family, like another step or something. And then they go off to go pick a Christmas tree together and rekindle the romance.
No way.
And they hate each other because he flamed out on her back in the day when they were dating.
Wow.
Yep.
And she moved away, and now it's back on. This is just your story. You are Lindsay Lohan.
You should sell your story to Hallmark.
How does it end with Lindsay Lohan?
Well, I mean, it is a Christmas rom-com, so, I mean, there's a happily ever after.
Oh, so that's good for Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan.
Wow.
And our Lindsay that we're talking to right now.
That's what I'm talking about. We have Lindsay on the phone.
Your life is the Netflix Christmas
Oh, my God. Hold on a minute.
Our Little Secret.
What's your boyfriend's name, Lindsay?
Thomas.
What's the guy's name on the show? Anyone know?
I forgot.
Oh, come on, Barry. You know everything about it? Okay, what's it called? 30 Little Secret?
No, it's called Our Little Secret. It's on Netflix. I think it's number 1 or number 2. It's pretty big.
Our Little Secret.
I forgot what his name is.
Wouldn't that be trippy if his name was Thomas? That would be insane.
2 resentful
Logan.
exes must awkwardly spend Christmas together after learning their new partners or siblings. It's kind of similar that the exes have to be together.
Yeah, and then they get forced together, and then they rekindle the romance. Huh?
That's wild, though. So, Lindsay, what did Thomas say when he gets to the wedding? He's like, surprise, or was he totally game because he wanted to get back together?
He was part of it. My sister had reached out, and I don't actually know exactly what she said. Something along the lines of, "You guys were great together. Do you want to come to my wedding and just hang out with my sister?" And yeah, he was part of it. He was in on it. I was the only one that was duped, but
it's not going to work out.
Why?
Because his name's Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
But
sorry.
Logan
You
and
need to
Thomas
find
are
your Logan.
kind of the same name.
Do you know what would make this better is if this was a Christmas wedding in a foreign country. Then you've got the whole movie. You've got all the Hallmark trappings.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. Good for you.
Lindsay, thank you for calling in. Congratulations. A fun story. Love hearing fun stories.
right, yeah. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.
Right. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Oh, it's like that. I'm your dream come true.
John, Jay, and Rich. There's a little video I'll play for you. It's trending online. It's a guy who's married to a woman from Brazil. And it's pretty funny because, my parents were from another country, and, they got a lot of sayings wrong, American sayings. Every once in a while, Kyle gets a saying wrong.
That's right.
Right? So this guy says to his wife, he starts at the beginning of the saying and has to see if she can finish it. It just shows you how different cultures are because she doesn't know some of them. Some of them she does. Come on now.
It's to
build a house.
It's like comparing apples to
Bananas.
the whole 9.
Dwarfs.
Curiosity killed
The cat.
You're barking up the wrong
Dog. House. Person.
by the skin of your
Arm.
A bird in the hand is worth
I don't know, $2.
sticks and stones may break my bones, but
It won't break my heart.
birds of a feather.
We stick together.
Let's
Billie
flock
Eilish.
together.
She got that one because of Billie Eilish. Good.
That's so funny. So Payton has a Starbucks dilemma, which I believe people like my wife don't think there's ever a Starbucks dilemma unless you're just out of the product you want.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a first world problem dilemma, but they have built 2 new Starbucks right next to my apartment, and so I have awkwardly ordered to the wrong Starbucks location 4 times already because I keep forgetting to change it to the one closer to my house. So then I'll drive all the way to the other one, and then it'll be a different one, which is so annoying. It's like the walk of shame, but in your car. When they're like, "We don't have your order," I'm like, "It's right here." They're like, "Yeah, that's the one down the street."
So there's 2 that are very close to your house?
Walking distance close to my house.
Isn't that wild how they do that?
Yeah.
I know. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. And that gets to my point, right? I'm like, okay, from where it takes me from home to get to work, I think I pass maybe 7 Starbucks. And so I'm like, there's going to be a McDonald's and a Starbucks on every single corner. And it makes me think, are these going to be robot hubs and
That's
leans
okay.
into my conspiracy? And that's where they're going to house all the robots that take over our lives?
I'm not mad at either of those. I like them on every corner.
There's a Starbucks by my house. Remember I told you one closed down, which I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Right? I can't, blows me away that one closed down. But there's one right next to that one that's always been there. And then there's another one that opened up a couple years ago. Used to be a Christmas tree lot. It was just a dirt lot, and then they turned it into a Starbucks, right? They built a building there, put a Starbucks there. And it closed down about 3 months ago, and I couldn't believe it. It's the second Starbucks, right? Then I find out it didn't close down. They just gutted and remodeled the inside. So I went inside. Looks exactly the same as it did before. I don't know the difference in the Starbucks, what it was. It looks the same as it's always been. So I don't know what happened.
That is weird.
Bizarre.
Get into your wife's airplane situation, Rich.
Oh yeah, I wonder if this is hard to sell. But let me try. Do you ever walk into a place that makes you feel a certain way every time you walk into that place?
Yes.
Like for me, when I go to Barnes & Noble or a bookstore, I always have to go to the bathroom.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. So every time we fly somewhere, on the way to the airport, my wife, who barely eats anything, she eats 2 bites of everything, and she says she's done. but every time we fly, she's hungry. And no matter what we eat, she is not full. Something about flying makes her hungry. And she brought it up to me this time. She said, how come I never bring snacks on the way to the airport? Because the snacks on the plane aren't enough, and if we stop and eat, it's not enough, and she's just hungry flying. And I was wondering, like the walk it into Barnes & Noble and have to pee.
No, for me, it's the number 2.
Well, for me, every time I go shopping, like in a mall, I crave French onion soup. And I think that's because when I would go shopping with my mom when I was a kid, she would stop at like at Dillard's or whatever and get the French onion soup. So whenever I'm in a mall and it's Christmas time right around now, I want the French onion soup. Is there anything like that for you guys that like whenever you walk into a place, you feel a certain way?
Well, usually I have to go to the bathroom when I go into Home Goods. I wish it were a more nostalgic, sweeter moment than that.
Like, too much stuff at Home Goods, gotta pee.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have to go to the bathroom, and I have to put my cart aside and whatever. It's fine.
So you got to go to the bathroom for a minute.
No, but you can't bring your cart inside the bathroom.
Oh.
You can't bring merchandise in the bathroom.
I don't think I've been inside a Home Goods.
I don't know that you know what to do. I went there on I was sent there on Black Friday, and I don't think any guy should walk in there by themselves. I don't think it's fair.
They have the goods. Home Goods has the goods.
They do. They really do.
By the way, we're going to play a game, so we need a contestant, so I'd call right now. 877-937-1047. Are we going to do the pick your prize? Pick your prize. So you either get Shakira tickets or Zoo Light passes. 877-937-1047. Speaking of wives, let me tell you my wife did yet 2 days ago. We have this routine now. Both of us have gotten into the routine because we have a sauna in our garage. We sit in the sauna, and then you plop into the hot tub, and then you plop in the cold plunge, and then you shower, right? So I had already done all my stuff. And I was already watching TV, and I was just having like my favorite thing in the world is be on the couch, unbothered, watching TV. It's my favorite thing. I'd rather do that than go on vacation. That's my vacation.
Gosh.
It's pretty awesome.
She goes outside in the backyard, and she starts screaming. Jody! She has this scream, right? I can hear it. I'm like, what? Like I'm like about 17 seconds into a TV show, right? And I'll also play this other game I think I told you guys about, where I try to see how far I can get in a TV show before I get interrupted.
Yes.
And I always pause it and look, 17 seconds. So I get up and I'm like, what is it? And she's standing in her bathing suit above the hot tub. Can you come out here? There's a winner. I'm like, oh my God, what are you come out there for? So I walk out there, and she says, there's a dead animal in the hot tub.
Oh.
I'm like, oh God. And immediately, you guys ever had a dead bird in your driveway? And you got to like,
so
it's so gross. It's so sad. Or is it a dead mouse? I'm like, wonder what dead animal could be in a hot tub. So part of me is like, how exciting. I wonder what animal it is. But then it's like, I got to throw it out if it smells. I walk over. She goes, there's a dead animal here. Now, it's daytime. I go, where? She goes, right in the corner. I'm like, this? It's a leaf. This is a leaf. This is not a dead animal.
Oh, no.
It was a freaking brown leaf.
And it is the time of year where things fall off trees.
Oh, my gosh. This is such an ordeal. All right, we got a contestant. Nicole, good morning.
Good morning.
What are you playing for?
I'm playing for Shakira tickets.
Okay. Peyton, you're the host of this game today, right?
Yeah, we're playing Peyton's category, so I'm going to give you guys a category, and we're going to go around the room rapid fire, starting with John Jay, Rich, Kyle, and then you, Nicole. You got to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear this category. Can't repeat the word or else you're out, so I'm going to need everybody's assistance in helping me call people when they're trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Okay, Nicole, you think you got it?
I got it. I'm
ready.
ready.
Awesome. Okay. John Jay, starting with you. We're in a little bit of a winter wonderland kind of vibe right now for categories. So, John Jay, things you do in the winter. Go.
Ski.
Eat soup.
Sled.
Snowballs.
Ice skate.
Snuggle under a blanket.
Make hot chocolate.
Eat soup.
Ooh, Richie did have eat soup. That was the first one he said.
French onion soup.
Nicole. It's okay. It's okay. You still have a chance to redeem yourself. We have a couple more rounds. So since you got out, Nicole, we are going to start with you again, John Jay. The category is winter sports. Go.
Ski.
Hockey.
Ice bobbling with the thing.
Curling? I'm here.
Where they brush the mud.
Yeah. Ice curling. Nicole, what's up? Yours?
Bobsledding.
Bobsledding?
Hockey.
Ooh, Rich said hockey, I think.
Oh, okay.
Come on, John Jay.
Well, I was distracted by Kyle getting it right. You refused to buzz Kyle.
I'm Team Kyle because I know what I was talking about.
Ice things.
I did what you said. She did the hand motion.
Winter sports. Okay, Kyle gets that one.
Ice curling. She had the right vibe. And as much as these games are rigged against me, it's about time that I do it to somebody else.
All right, girl power. We got it.
That
Thanks,
part.
Payton.
I got you, Kyle. Okay. Since John Jay got out on that round, Rich, we're going to start with you. All right. The category is New Year's resolutions. Go.
Lose weight.
Eat right.
Go see Taylor Swift.
Stop drinking.
Stop cussing.
Stay positive.
Pay off debt.
Stop smoking.
Save money.
Start being nicer to people.
See more family.
Watch less porn.
Okay.
Build something.
Travel more.
Nicole?
Take my daughter on vacation.
Okay.
Watch less TV.
Read more books.
Reach 10,000 steps a day.
Jeez Louise. Nicole? 3,
Go on a road trip.
2, okay. John Jay?
Focus more on work.
Quit social media.
Learn something new every day.
Okay.
I was going to say learn to do a backflip.
Yeah, that's good. You know what? I'm going to call it on this one. You guys did a good job. We're going to
Hey, this is what you want. You want us
Everybody
to get
won.
them.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, final and speed rapid round. Okay, people. The category is things that you put on a snowman. Starting with you, John Jay. Go.
Carrot.
A hat.
A scarf.
Quicker.
A carrot.
Ooh, Nicole, girlfriend. Wasn't that what you just
That's
had,
what I
John
said.
Jay?
I said carrot.
John Jay had a carrot.
I went to security tickets.
Because when it gets in your head, it's almost like you're thinking you can't hear anything.
I know. But it's okay, Nicole. I feel like you were a trooper with this group right here. I feel like you should be our winner today.
Yay, Nicole.
Okay, Nicole, we'll set you up with a pair of Shakira tickets. You hold on. Also, caller 14, we'll give you Zoo Light passes. 877-937-1047. Kyle, what's coming with 3 things you need to know?
Would you pay to skip baggage claim? Tell you why I'm asking you that next with John Jay and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich.
Call the show at 877-937-1047.
We got a text from a 480 number, John, Jay, and Rich, because Rich was talking about when you go to the mall, you want soup, right?
Yes. French onion
And I
soup.
said sometimes when I go to Barnes & Noble, I always have to go to the bathroom. This person says, I always want a chocolate chip cookie when I go to the mall. As a teen, we would get fresh baked cookie every day. We would hang out at the mall. Totally get it. Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
One airline is going to see if you will pay for the convenience of not dealing with baggage claim. Not here in the United States just yet, but Japan Airlines is offering to pick up bags and have them delivered to locations in Tokyo. So if you're going to Tokyo, you could pay $30 per bag, and they'll go ahead and go to baggage claim for you and deliver it to your hotel. I think it's a pretty genius idea.
I like it.
But I'm wondering, like, sometimes it's hard to find your own luggage baggage claim. Like, how is a complete stranger who doesn't know what your bag looks like going to find it? I feel like it's a recipe for disaster, but could definitely be very convenient.
You know, I'm still debating the whole clear versus TSA pre-check.
Can I just give you the final word on that?
Yeah.
Don't do either of them. Go get the one that's called Global Entry. That one gets you in everywhere. It's TSA pre, but for the whole world.
But what line do you get into?
You get in TSA pre.
Oh, my wife has that global thing.
And clear isn't everywhere. TSA is pretty much
right,
everywhere.
But even though where clear is, I have debated whether it's faster. And so I'll go and clear, and my wife will go pre-check, and we'll get there at the same time, or maybe she beats me by a millionth of a second, or like I can't tell. And it costs money, and it's frustrating.
They both cost money?
Yeah, TSA does.
Yeah. TSA, it's like, I think it's like $100 for a couple of years, and then you get it for however long you're traveling for.
I guess
Maybe
that was kind of
150.
nice because you don't have to take your shoes off, right?
Yeah, that is great.
Okay. A man in New Zealand, you guys, just won the Spanish Scrabble Championship. People are outraged because this guy doesn't even speak Spanish. His name is Nigel Richards. He won the title. He beat out about 145 others to get the crown. He's kind of apparently known as the Tiger Woods of Scrabble. He's like the #1 ranked player in the world. He's won over 200 tournaments and multiple world titles, and now he can add this one to his belt.
But you can't have a dictionary, right?
No.
So how does he not speak Spanish?
I don't know. He doesn't speak Spanish. Maybe he just knows Spanish words.
Wow, okay.
And he knows all the tricks, how to get the triple word score and whatnot, probably. Apple's latest software update has rolled out what they're calling some of the most exciting features of Apple Intelligence. You will now be able to create your own emojis. They are calling them Genmojis. Using AI, you can generate image suggestions based on conversations. I'm not really sure what you're going to come up with, but I'm sure everyone will get really creative with these Genmojis. And that's 3 things you need to know.
So, like, instead of the eggplant, You say you got to try to get the AI to come up with something else?
Correct.
Okay. Payton, what were you saying about we were talking about Christmas cards, and you and your boyfriend are you doing a Christmas card or a Christmas outfit?
So we're doing a Christmas outfit. Usually my mom gets us all matching Christmas pajamas for Christmas Day. But last year was the first year that my cousins and I decided we weren't going to do like a big family party. So we rented out a party bus and we did our first cousin's Christmas party bus. So this year is going to be our second annual cousin's Christmas party bus. And I just ordered Kadeem and I's onesies for the party bus. And I think we're going to win the best dress costume because we won last year. We were the Grinch and Santa and we won. This year.
And there's like a big prize, right? You guys go all out for this.
Oh, yeah. Everybody throws in money, and we are going on like a bar hop, basically, to all the like bars around town that are Christmas themed. There's like 20 of us, 25 of us, and we're just going to roll into these bars in Old Town Scottsdale and have a costume contest.
That's so cool. You're so close to your cousins. I mean, I'm close to my cousins, but I would not get on a party bus with them.
Oh, my cousins they are a hoot. They are so much fun to hang out and party with. But yeah, this year, Kadeem's going to be Santa, and I'm going to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, that'll be cute.
They're very cute.
Those are onesies that have that?
Yeah, I just went on Amazon and I was like, Santa onesie, reindeer onesie, and it pulled right up.
We're going to grant another Christmas wish in less than half an hour. Now, if you know of a family that could benefit from a little help this year, go to 1047kissfm.com and click on Christmas Wish.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.